Okay, day one, and today is a big day. Today is going to be focusing on nutrition, and it's the evidence based insights that I want you to take on board. Good nutrition is the foundation of good health. It will influence energy, mood, longevity, and you can even have a positive impact on the environment. This introduction today is just the cornerstone. Nutrition is a huge topic. So just in today's introduction, I'm going to condense it down and give you a couple of tips and challenges to do in this first week. So starting off with the low-hanging fruit, as it were, fibre, the power of fibre. So fibre is crucial for maintaining a healthy gut biome. There are trillions of microorganisms in our gut. And when we consume fibre, the gut microbes ferment it into what's called short-chain fatty acids. These in turn reduce inflammation, boost immunity, and protect against diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and colon cancer. However, most people only consume about 15 grams of fibre per day, far below the recommended 30 to 50. So, this week, I want you to really dial down into this. I want us eating more whole food, plant-based foods like fruit, veggies, whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds. And I want us to be aiming for about 40 to 50 grams. Let's get into the recommended area, if not even a little bit more. What I'm telling you during these courses is based in and around incredibly well-established research. So today's resources include the peer-reviewed journal Gut, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, and the Harvard Nutrition Plan. So studies produced in Gut have shown and strengthened our understanding about the microbiome diversity. We are learning huge amounts about this at the moment, and we're learning how our gut biome is so incredibly linked to our mood, our wellness, our sense of well-being, our longevity, and all the chronic diseases that we want to be avoiding. So, not to be sniffed at, this fibre aspect is a huge and powerful tool. Fibre makes us feel full, and it helps regulate our satiety hormones. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has proven time and time again that a diet rich in fibre will reduce the risk of chronic diseases. So, challenge one of the week, increase your fibre intake to 40 to 50 grams and include 30 different plant foods in your diet this week. Diversity is key. I want us to get that diversity, trying things, seeing what we like, what sits well with our bodies. But this diversity supports a diverse microbiome, which is what we need for wellness and longevity. So, if you haven't for a while, I want you leaning into homemade lentil soups, roasted vegetables, mixes of nuts and seeds. And the second part of today's nutritional introduction is understanding why we eat, looking at our hunger hormones. Unfortunately, modern food environments are filled with highly processed foods, and these disrupt our appetite regulating hormones. Leptin is a hormone produced by adipose tissue, and it should signal fullness. But when we've been overweight for a while, our bodies actually produce lots and lots of leptin, and we become immune to it. We become desensitized. We become resistant to leptin. Ghrelin, on the other hand, should trigger our hunger. That's our hunger hormone. If you've ever restricted, if you've ever gone on a diet, your ghrelin is predicted to have gone up by huge amounts by as long as 6 years. So don't diet. This is not about restriction. This is not about dieting. This is about getting good nutrition into your body and seeing how we can influence our appetite and understand when we overeat. So looking again at our processed foods, and I'm sure patients of mine will be fed up of me saying the same thing. You can't go into a gas station to fill up your car without running the gauntlet of chips and chocolate and ice cream and pies. It's all processed and so convenient. And these, the packaging, the composition, it's all engineered to be really irresistible and thoughtless. So if you don't have to think hard about what you're about to do, it's an easy thing to do. So if you're running through a convenience store, convenient food, easy to do, and easy to tap into, and easy to do mindlessly. During the week, you'll be looking at habits in the toxic substances module. And that I want you to really dial down into what makes habits easy, what makes habits hard. Bad habits are built around convenience. So look at the food from a convenience point of view. If you have extremely convenient food and it's packaged for you, guarantees it's not good for you. Really convenient food like fruit will go off. So it has its limitations, but there are some things you can do to make food, the whole food and good food, convenient. Having fruit in your bag at work, having trail mix seeds, nuts available for snacking mitigates that hunger of hunter-gatherer where you're looking to see what else you can be picking. You're going into the fridge to check what can be quickly consumed. Make your environment good. If your environment is healthy, you will have a healthy diet as a result. So research published in The Lancet shows that diets higher in unprocessed foods reduce overeating and improve appetite control. So let's get more unprocessed foods into our diet. A review in Obesity highlights how high fibre diets support hunger regulation and healthy weight management. The evidence is here. Increase your unprocessed foods, increase your fibre. So start swapping out your processed cereals, your breakfast cereals, for a bowl of oats, trail mix, fresh fruit and nuts. It's going to be kickstarting your day for hunger regulation. Now, not everybody who is doing this course will be looking to lose weight. Some people are doing this for energy, for mental health. But for those of you looking to lose weight or have a sustainable, healthy weight, calorie density matters. So foods with low calorie density, such as fruits and vegetables, allow you to eat more while consuming fewer calories. Preloading, starting your meals with low-calorie, fibre-rich appetizers like salad or soups can curb hunger and reduce your overall calorie intake. Studies published in Cell Metabolism show that time-restricted eating improves metabolic health and supports weight loss. Now, I'm not asking you to do long, extended fasts, but I am thinking about our behaviour in and around that constant grazing that we do with the Western diet. Instead, I want us to narrow the eating window that we have into a healthy 8 hours. So if you imagine that you start your day, your breakfast at 6 in the morning, by midday, you've already been eating for 6 hours. So really, you're looking at finishing eating around about 2. That sounds a bit tight. So if we can perhaps just shift our eating window to 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And if we're struggling initially, let's have a 10-hour window. to 6 o'clock. But let's get rid of that late at night eating. That's when we're never reaching for healthy, good food. It's nearly always the sort of moreish, the cheese and the crackers and the chocolate, the ice cream. So let's remove that late night eating by preloading and pre-filling our day early on with fibre-rich, low calorie density whole foods. And nutrition is more than just weight loss, as I said. The benefits of good nutrition extend right into chronic disease prevention, longevity. Diets rich in plant-based foods lower the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Longevity, so you may have heard of blue zones. So these are areas in the world where there's the longest life expectancy. The blue zones in Sardinia, Utah, these areas have diets that are naturally from the earth. They feature beans, vegetables, whole grains. So I want you to lean into what should be that idea that we're eating for wellness, longevity, chronic disease prevention, not just for weight loss. So shifting to a plant-based diet will reduce your risk of chronic disease. So I have some practical steps and some challenges for you this week. I want us to increase our plant diversity and have 30 different plant-based foods per week in your diet. And I would like you to document this in your journal that we are encouraging you to reflect on each day. I want you to focus on whole foods, trying to swap out your processed snacks for nutrient-dense options like leafy greens, legumes and nuts, fresh fruit and fresh veggies. Without overly restricting, because restricting will, in its own way, upset your metabolism. I want us to try and step away from that late night eating. You never reach for good foods after 6 o'clock. Try instead a green tea, a herbal tea, lots of water. Try and look at your evening as a time to cleanse your body, rest your body. And I want us to practice preloading. So starting our meals with vegetable-based appetizers and salads and soups. Fibre is your friend. It's essential for gut health and disease prevention. Let's prioritise high fibre plant-based foods. Let's try to get that 40 to 50 grams of fibre into our gut each day. We're coming away from the processed foods that disrupt our hunger hormones and put hunger, appetite regulating whole foods in there. Nutrition is about progress, not perfection. We're going to look at small, consistent changes. And we're going to be transforming over time. Remember, every meal is an opportunity to nourish your body, improve your health and support the planet. Start small, stay consistent and celebrate the progress you make. I want you to document how it makes you feel when you've eaten well, how it makes you feel when you've eaten badly, the sluggish reaction that you have. I'll share with you some references and resources for further reading in and around nutrition this week. So I would love you to pick up either an audiobook or, if you prefer to read, the book Fibre-Fuelled by Dr. Will Bultwich. Why We Eat, (too much) by Dr. Andrew Jenkins. And How Not to Diet by Dr. Michael Greger. Thank you, and get journaling, and really change today the way that you look at your food. Good luck.